Welcome back to another episode of the Sound of Sosa. This is actually part 2. We got Jose Quintanilla. Um, we've been talking about his journey with fighting and as well his brand. So we're gonna pick up a little bit from there as well. Probably delve into some other little random topics that we can pull out here, and then we're gonna watch some of his videos um, that he has here on Instagram. Be sure to check him out. I'll let him do his plugs real quick. So go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me on all social medias. I have every platform there is, so there's no excuse not to follow me. Instagram, TikTok, and as well as YouTube, CYDOZ. X, which used to be known as Twitter. You can follow me at CYD Business, and on Facebook as Jose Quintanilla. So yeah,
Be sure to check us. Sorry. Be sure to check us out on Rumble every Monday at 5 p.m. Those videos will drop, and then as well on YouTube every Wednesday at 5 p.m. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. All at Ryan Porter Sosa, Ryan P Sosa. You'll be able to find all the links in the description. So be sure to follow, show your support. That's how we interpret that we're reaching people here. Leave your comments, good or bad. We will check them out and we'll try to give you what you want. Really. I just want to spread information and give everyone a little bit of insight and maybe as well spark some interest in people. That way we can grow as a society together. We're going to start off by checking out this Instagram video here. I will put the link to this in the description, and I'll probably, go ahead and clip it in here as well. So we'll check this out right now.
I feel like Jeff Hardy on top rope, flying Brian in that octagon. Get to your dome, you can laugh while you sleep. This ain't no time for jokes. I mean, look at your teeth. Where the did they go? He's back and he's looking for that knocked out. You can try to grapple, just try not to tap out. It's like homie Drake too much the way that he blacked out. Fuck a chest box, headshots till your lights out.
so yeah, that right there, that's my MMA coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the man right there that's coaching me. He's a killer.
What's his name?
Flying Brian. He has it right there. MMA fighter at Bacons92 on Instagram. And obviously, the music that's playing is actually a fan of his or a friend of his. I can't remember which one specifically, either or.
Yeah.
But he made a song specifically for him. Yeah.
Nice.
So right there, his TikTok at the bottom at 3awi on TikTok for his music.
Okay.
And
nice.
then obviously the clothing brand, because if you saw in the beginning of the video, he was repping the merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what else do we got in here?
Obviously, every day I'm getting better and better, but
yeah.
It's just some bag work.
Putting in the work is the essential part, and you're getting pretty good on your height there, for sure.
A lot of technique work. I like to just show the progress.
That knee work is very essential. So do you do like exhaustion reps where you just go till you can't go no more?
Correct.
Okay. How long was this video before you clip it down to a minute?
Probably like 30, 40 minutes.
All right, so let's go through your week a little bit, just so people can understand what it takes to actually get to a level like this. And obviously, you're still at your beginning, but
Correct.
You need to get this type of structure in place to even begin to consider it. Because without structure and a workout routine, and we talked about your diet a little bit already, but like I want to break it down. Like how do you have your week planned? How do you do this for yourself?
So I kind of go. I kind of figure it out throughout as the weeks go because I don't have a set schedule. So I work about, I would say, at my job around like on the average about 35 hours a week at a normal job.
Okay.
I work at Menards actually.
Yeah.
So I do I work building materials and mill work, which means I help a lot with like stocking lumber, with stocking doors. I help a lot with sales, like trying to get people to buy more stuff.
Yeah.
Which obviously is a part of getting the payroll so you can have more shifts, etc. But it's just a lot of like house construction stuff. So like I work a lot with house construction stuff, and it's helped a lot. It's helped a lot. It also keeps me in shape. So with the
Yeah.
job, a lot of lifting, heavy lifting, stocking lumber, and as well as like plywood, and then there's also like gutter accessories that we do. There's doors, windows, and that type of bullshit.
Yeah.
So I work that job, and it varies. I work about 4 days a week.
Okay.
2 days a week off typically.
Yeah.
Sometimes 5 days a week. 5 days a week if they have extra payroll for it. But I typically work 4 days a week at my job.
Yeah.
Which it varies. They pick the days of schedule, so I'm not 100% sure like which days are gonna be which. I just see whatever they pick my schedule as.
Yeah.
And then 3 days a week I'm lifting
Okay.
or like working on my muscle endurance,
Yeah.
and 2 to 3 days a week, 4 if I'm feeling a little more energy. I'll do training as well.
Okay.
So I split it up. Like I'll do, if I'm working, I probably do like my training days. I typically do them on my off days or on days that I open. So if I open and I have all afternoon,
Yeah.
I'll do my training and any extra work I can get in. If I close, I'll do like lifting in the morning typically. And then with the
That has to be
hoodies,
brutal.
yeah. So I
That's-
mean, I typically always get up early. Like
Yeah.
it's literally when my day is. I'm usually up by like 8, 9 a.m. Always. I just can't. I used to like wake up all the time, like an hour before work, but I got out of that habit, and
It's a
I
hard
just
habit to get
can't.
out to. We work really early in the morning though, so that's a
Yeah.
different story with me.
Yeah, I know you guys get up really early, but yeah, no, I just make sure I get up with enough time. I mean, it's what I have to do. I have to make sure I get enough sleep,
Yeah.
and it's very disciplined lifestyle. To be honest, you don't really like. I don't really have a. I wouldn't say a social life because I'm still social and I still do things, but
Yeah.
like how some people go out, they hang out, they go out and chill with their friends, and just like normal people do. I don't do that. I
Yeah.
don't go out. Hey, yo, let's hang out today. No, I make sure everything's done. It's every once in a blue moon that I can like hang out with somebody typically.
Yeah, and you go to
Um,
church and shit too, so
yeah,
you're social with that. Bless,
so church as
bless you.
well. So like I get my my social out while I'm at
Bless you.
work.
Sorry, I'm
No,
just
you're
yeah.
good.
I can't let someone go like that.
Yeah. So usually like with church as well, like
Yeah, dude.
I get my interactions in, so it's not really brutal.
No, and understanding that you have to sacrifice one for the other is a very important thing. And that's not an easy thing for people to do. You know what I mean? Plenty of people your age, myself included, were out being idiots
Yeah.
and running the streets and doing dumb shit and doing stuff that could have seriously changed the course of my life in a way that would have sucked. But
You got your
you
wheels going though.
yeah, oh no, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good now.
yeah.
That's I mean, dude, I'm 33. That's many years ago, over a decade.
Yeah.
15 years ago,
Correct.
like, so it's a long time, man.
Yeah.
And I've definitely grown up so much. Not to say that I haven't fallen into bad habits again, like COVID. I fell into some bad habits, but I pull myself back out.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about course correcting. It may take you a little longer, but you got to do it. And one thing that I saw on your TikTok that I liked is the 1% better, 2% better. However much better is if you make 0.01% better that day, you are improving, and that is what matters in life.
Correct.
We have the ability to do amazing things. We have built into ourselves the ability to do anything we put our mind to, and that's every single person out there. Life's about repetition. You want to learn something hard enough, read it 15 times, you will know it like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And that goes for anything.
I see consistency is one of the most important things. Discipline and consistency.
Repetition.
Because like
Yeah.
think about it like this. Like I said,
Consistency goes with
1%.
repetition.
Like if it's 1%, 2%, 50%, 100%, 200%, but every day. Let's say you have a set of skills and they're buckets, right? Even if it's like a drop, or a full cup, or a few drops. Regardless, that bucket, that skill you're working on, is still growing.
Yeah.
Regardless. So it's like some people beat themselves up like, oh, I only did this much today. I'm like, hey, it's more than what you used to do, or regardless, you still did more than
It's
what
more than
most
not
people
doing
do.
anything.
Exactly. So it's just like at the end of the day, you can't really beat yourself up. You can always tell yourself you can do more and do better, but never bring yourself down and like, dang, I didn't do enough. Which I'm not gonna lie, I need to take my advice on that because I do that a lot to myself, where I feel like I'm not doing enough, where I feel like I'm not working on myself, um, as much as I should. But I have people tell me all the time, like, "Hey, you do so much. How do you do it?" Or I have people tell me that they wish they had the drive I had, which anyone can acquire it.
Yes.
But even I struggle with trying to tell myself I do enough. But I'm not gonna complain because I'm glad I have that in me. The fact that I'm still not satisfied. I'm hungry 24/7, 24/7, no matter what. I can get a. There's like my mom literally would have to tell me like, "Hey, get some sleep tonight." I could get
Mhm.
a full shift of work. I can get the gym session training, and make a hoodie that day or make hoodies that day,
Yeah.
and I'll still be like, "Dang, I feel like I didn't do enough." And she'll just be like, "Just relax." But it's just that drive in me,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't take that
Well,
away.
you have to recognize it though too though. You have to give your step back and give yourself appreciation
Yeah,
every so often. And so like even saying these things right now, that's amazing, dude. The fact that you don't feel like you're working is
yeah,
how you know you're doing it right.
correct.
And that is a hard thing to find, especially at your age.
Yeah,
And so, like I said, I give you many years on your intellect compared to your physical, compared to the times around the sun.
yeah. I mean, I don't
Um,
really hang around with people my age, to be quite honest with you. I don't like hanging around with people my age.
I could see it being hard. I could really could because my mindset was in a completely different place than yours is when I was your age. I could say that confidently. And you are going to go far, my man. You really are. And like, I'm not just sitting here trying to, you know,
Gaslight me.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm not trying to sit here and even just brag for you. Like, but I can, you are intelligent, you're well spoken, you're
yeah,
dedicated, and that's a hard thing to achieve at your age because not many people even know what they want to be. And the fact that it's even beyond just the drive you have. It's the fact that you don't feel like you're working is how you know. That's how I know I love this. Like I love this
correct.
because it doesn't feel like work to me. I just enjoy like you've inspired me more than I've inspired you today. I can guarantee that. Um, so you're doing something right, and I guarantee there's like I said before, there's people on there who you've inspired as well. So be sure to show him some love and give him a few hearts if he's ever inspired you on that live.
Give him
I don't
some
know if
likes
they
for
can
the
hear me
live.
on there.
They can hear
So
you.
okay,
Yeah, it sounds. It picks up pretty well. They
okay,
they they hear this whole thing going on right
okay,
now.
awesome. That's what's up. Um, and so what what would you accredit getting yourself into this type of mindset? Because you definitely didn't get there, obviously, of your own intuition completely. There's something
Yeah.
that led you down this premise to be this way. So, where do you lay that credit to? No offense if it's not you, Dad.
No, if anything, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It took a lot. Um, I would say like I don't like to talk about it a lot, but like I wouldn't say I had like a super rough childhood or anything like that. Like my parents always tried their best, regardless if it was like what at the time I didn't feel was what I needed.
Yeah.
Realistically, my parents had me at a young age, so I grew up with them.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change nothing of that. Of course, it's like, of course, being the oldest as well. Like
Hmm.
growing up with them, you're learning with them. And they're learning how to, you know, also love a kid while trying to love themselves as they're growing up.
Yeah.
So it's like
And we didn't have the access to what everyone has access to now. And so,
yeah,
and like I said earlier, it's who you are is an attribute to him. It's not an
correct,
attribute, so that's the wrong word. It's an accolade to him. You know
correct,
what I mean? Because
yeah,
he did shape you. I'm a very good example of that because I'm a nature versus nurture type of situation, and so I can see parts of my father that come through to me.
yeah,
And that's a nurture part, not nature. Um, 'Cause I'm not his biological child, but no, yeah, I can see parts of him that come through me
hmm
very drastically. But no, yeah, the person you are and your whole mindset is completely him. You know what I mean?
yeah.
No matter how much you want to deny it, but I just want to know what also lit the spark in you. So yeah, keep going. Sorry, I'm an
No,
idiot.
no, you're good, you're good. Yeah, no, it was just growing up with them. I learned a lot. And, obviously when I was younger, like even like from my dad's parenting style, my mom's parenting style, I always just questioned so much of why they were the way they were or like how they raised me a certain way. Um, for example, like I know my mom is very nurturing, loving, and caring.
Yeah.
But like growing up, I would say like my mom was always like, even if I got bullied or something, she was always giving me this mindset of like kill 'em with kindness type of thing, always being nice back. But that's kind of where I needed my dad more so to be like telling me how to stand up for myself as a man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I'm not saying my dad wasn't there for me because he has a lot of other kids, and I mean, I couldn't imagine having a kid at 19, and then a
It's
kid at
hard.
20, and then a couple years later having another kid and another kid and another kid. I'm pretty sure it's not easy. I don't know what
No.
that's like. The age I am right now is the age my dad had his first kid. I don't have a kid. I don't know what that's like, But just having to learn how to stand up for myself was also something that taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Like I would say there was a point in time where like there's this thing I heard with especially like when it comes to dads, like there is this thing where like kids or sons go through as they grow their bond with their dad. They grow up loving them, looking up to their dad and being like, "Oh, that's my dad. Oh, I want to be just like him." And then there's a point sometime in your life where you hate your dad and you're like,
You turn away
"Oh,
from them.
he's so mean. Why is he raising me this way, raising me that way? Why is he
It's a
what is he
falling
talking
out.
about?" Yeah, falling out. And then there's a third point which not everyone gets to, unfortunately, but I'm glad I got to, where you come to an understanding of why your dad or parent or mother are the way they are, why they raise you the way they are.
We're all just
Just
people.
being understanding because everyone's a human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So when I was like 18, I started having a conversation with my dad. I realized that I needed to like so I can get closer to my dad and understand them more.
Yeah.
In a way, you kind of have to earn your parents' respect.
Respect
So
is 100% earned. My father always
s-
taught me that.
yeah, so like me starting to work on myself, work hard and etc., and my dad seeing that, and then over time, me and my dad build a bond, and it kind of became more of like sometimes when I'm talking to my dad, it obviously feels like he's talking to me, like I'm his son. Like you need to do this, you need to do that. Don't learn from my mistakes. Don't do this. Don't do that. But then obviously since I'm a lot more understanding now, it's one thing I love that I can have conversations with my dad is sometimes it doesn't feel like father to son conversation. It feels like
A
man
peer
to
to
man
peer.
conversation,
Yeah.
which I love. He keeps it real with me, and that's something I need. When I was in my, because mind you, I'm 19. I'm
Yeah.
still young, but in
Yeah.
my early teen years, I didn't really listen to my dad. I
No
was
one
just
does.
yeah. So like
Nobody does. He didn't listen to his dad either.
yeah, I know. So my point.
I didn't
So
listen to my father either. And I went a lot longer of not listening to my father than you did. So trust me. Yeah, I get it.
I would say it was
It's
also me graduating early that kind of woke me up a lot.
kicked it into gear.
Because me graduating early, not having no friends and people around my age and being alone and then starting to work, I started like, and the people I worked with, my coworkers, who was like my best coworker friend ever. He was a 36-year-old man. Me and this man, every Tuesday, Sunday, had the closing shifts together because he was a truck driver. That was his part time job. That was
Yeah.
my full time job at the time.
hmm
So I would see him every Tuesday and Sunday, and that man motivated me so much. He's actually the man that pushed me to get closer with my dad and listen to my dad, take my dad's advice more, try understanding my dad more.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boy Greg. That man helped me a lot. Because he was telling me how he used to have a lot of resentment towards his dad and etc. And how over the years he got closer to his dad, and then that it's just something. It's just about growing up, honestly. Um, but that spark came because it was just more so. If I'm gonna be quite honest, it was genuinely the thing. What it was I wanted to make my mom and my dad proud. My thing is naturally as human beings, we're people pleasers.
100%.
And it feels good when we make someone feel proud of us because it also makes us feel good, and which also kind of it's kind of like a reverse psychology thing. It's like you make someone good so you can feel good, realistically, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You should always try to do it for yourself first. But no matter what, we will do it to seek approval from individuals. It's just how we kind of are shaped in nature.
Yeah, it's just the psychological part of us, and it's just me accepting the facts. Not saying I don't do things for myself.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that I just wanted to make my parents proud, honestly, and as well as the fact that I just didn't feel proud of myself. I didn't feel happy within myself, and I just felt so empty and lost. And I just wanted to have a purpose because, like, the idea of working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, just only school, living check to check, it just sounds miserable. It
It
sounds
is.
miserable, and
It is.
it's nothing I want to do. Like you see the luxury life a lot of other people are living. You see how happy they are, and I know a lot of people say money don't buy happiness. Yes, the fuck it does. Not
Makes it a whole
saying
lot easier to
like
enjoy it.
yeah, I would say it kind of depends on how you grow up though. Like if you grow up rich, necessarily people that would be like that are rich are like
Money means different things to different people. For sure.
exactly. So like it's more of like I feel the person you are. But like if you grow up not rich, not saying my family doesn't take care of me or we won't like, we didn't have wealth, but we're not like wealthy people.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
there's no generational wealth, and there's no problem with that at all. Trust me, I
Exactly.
don't have it either. No, yeah.
So with that, I'm sorry, what was the last point I was saying? I had a brain fart.
You were talking about wealth coming from family. You don't always have to have it. Money can't buy happiness.
Oh yeah. So money can't. It depends. It really depends on your situation, honestly. Because
Yeah.
there's kids that grow up with money, but that's all they think they are. But then there's kids that don't grow up with that wealth, and that's all that they want because there's things that money can necessarily buy for happiness, like paying the bills. I'm not talking about the luxury stuff. I'm not talking about looking good, feeling rich, feeling expensive.
What you're speaking of, you just want to be able to have a sustainable lifestyle where you can have money, not to worry about where it's all coming from.
Exactly.
And that is not a bad mindset to be in at all. That mindset will get you so far because when you acquire money, which I guarantee you will, because you are intelligent, you're well spoken, you have a drive like no other, and you have a good path, a good enlightenment. You have a good direction completely. So if you just keep on the track you're on, you will go far. You know what I mean? And everything you say to yourself, no matter how much, you're going to get people who are going to, oh, you're just cliche, People are going to always say that type of crap. So don't even worry about them. You have them, you're doing it right. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. If you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right.
Yeah. You're not going into your true potential at that point then.
Correct.
Not saying that's good to do, people. Don't fucking be trolls. You know what I mean? Fuck you if you want to do that to people. Misery loves company, though. You know what I mean? Most of those people are fucking horrible inside, and so they want everyone to feel as bad as they do. Yeah. But no, man. Honestly, it's crazy to even I can't even really tell you what the hell I was. I literally just moved into my own apartment at that point. That actually had my full name on it. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts, going to college. I still thought our country was halfway decent.
Yeah.
This place is a shit show now, man.
Oh, without a doubt.
So much
without a doubt
going on. I honestly am of the belief that we need a political party that is set up just like our government, where the people decide what that political party stands for, not the political party
picking what we have to stand for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that way at all. But so back to your training style. When what are you using to like recover? Like what is that? Like what does your workout look like? Explain that a little bit to me, how you structure that.
Okay, so my workout consists of a few things, honestly. It's mainly just muscle endurance and cardio and technique. That's what's my big things. So like whenever I train, the training session's gonna be different. Some days I'll train jujutsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, BJJ.
Yeah.
And I'll work on technique. And then there's some days where we go live grappling. Same thing with like striking. Some days we'll work on striking more, kicks, punches. It's so much. Honestly, it's a lot to get into. But typically how I break it up is like I'll do on my weightlifting days, I'll organize it. I'll do like a day of my chest and triceps, solely focus on that. Then I have one day specifically for back and bicep. I'll only focus on that. And then a day for legs and shoulders. But then I also have my days where I do MMA training, which is all technique, all cardio, learning, fighting, sparring, just getting more adjusted and used to it, figuring out what my weaknesses are and just studying on what I need to work on. That's another reason I record myself a lot. Like a lot of the stuff I post on my actual pages are like the best clips of it. I don't show the bullshit where I fuck up, throw a bad leg kick or something. Realistically, because I throw bad leg kicks, I throw bad punches, I drop my guard sometimes.
Yeah,
it happens, and I typically record myself a lot because I'm just trying to figure out what I need to work on, what I need to do. I'll tell my coach, "Hey, next training session, can we work on this? Can we work on that?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I got you," but
that's super smart because watching your video and understanding where you're making mistakes is how you're going to grow and become better. Not a lot of people are doing that. Sorry, I can't say that. Not people at your level are doing that, I would say. or even
Yeah.
thinking of that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe people are. Like I said, it's kind of hard for me to get into that mindset because it's been so long since I was doing it
Mhm.
that we didn't have the technologies back then. Still, we were still, we were getting through razors and shit like that at that time.
Correct.
The Sidekick was the fucking hottest thing on the market.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid to think about. Wow, how technology has grown, man.
Yeah. Like I mean I've me simply just watching my own videos and me practicing, right? Like, because when I first started practicing making videos, I had people comment like, "Oh, what are you doing? What's that? Oh, your guard's dropping," and I wouldn't take it as criticism. I'd just be like, "Damn, okay, what are they actually talking about?"
Yeah, it's
And
good to have a fucking. How many followers you have? Like 200,000, bro. It's good to have that many
if you
people
scroll up, I think you can
checking your
actually
shit.
see how many people.
You know
I
what I
have
mean?
exactly.
Like, welcome that stuff.
276.5K followers.
Yeah,
And then 7.4 million likes. I mean, I've been dropping, to be going honest with you, because my fan base used to be a lot different. Like, I completely. If you actually keep scrolling to the very bottom of that TikTok page, you'll find when I had like this little e-boy phase when I was trying to fit in with TikTok, I was also on a lot of mental health medications. I was relying on the wrong stuff. I was trying to be someone I wasn't.
Yeah.
Like just as it loads, just keep scrolling down. But you'll see it. I just wasn't in the right headspace. I was just
How many
trying to
years
fit
ago
in.
was this?
2 years ago.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
Yeah.
That's it's awesome that you've come that far where you can actually recognize that, because recognizing it and just kind of, owning it allows you to not fall back into it.
Yeah, and I'm at the end of the day, I'm not trying to bash anybody for dressing that way or looking that way, but it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
It just was not me. I was just trying to be someone that I wasn't. Like, I'm telling you, like, just keep scrolling and you'll see old videos of me. It doesn't even look like me. It's a little further back down, but it doesn't even look like me. It
Yeah.
won't. I show people old pictures of me and they're just like, that does not look nothing like you. Shaved face, colored hair, painted nails. I'm talking about
You went super
jewelry.
emo, bro.
Yeah,
That's cool. It's all good, man. I mean, yeah. Whoa.
You're almost there. Yeah. No, I've had a lot of phases. I've grown my hair out.
It's
I've
all,
cut
dude.
it.
That's life. You need to figure out who you are, and unfortunately, how you do that.
That right there is the beginning of my workout journey. Go up a little more. That one right there.
Right here.
Yeah, that was like a progress video. And
That's
I posted
you?
It. Yeah, that's me. That was me. If you click on it, I think you can see.
Yeah,
the date.
we're gonna need to have to. I'm gonna report this. This is wrong. No, I'm joking. This does not look like you. Why?
Yeah, this was 2021, November 11th. November 16th. I mean, or May 16th, 2022. My bad. It wasn't 20. Yeah. But yeah, no, that was something. That it was it kind of kept me in check too. Like, I posted that video and told everybody I'm gonna have this crazy workout transformation, and I posted it so I kept myself in check, because if not, everybody would think I'm a liar, and that they'll be like, oh, you couldn't do it, and that's what drives me, honestly.
Yeah. So, here's this video, people.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, if you press the X though, a little more further down.
Where was that one at? Let's
Yeah,
bring
that
it
one right
back up
there.
really quick so people can see it. This
Right
is
there.
him.
This was 2021, November
You have
2021.
transformed yourself, brother.
I know, yeah. My dad remembers that because at that time I was living with him.
This is how you can do it, people. This is how you can do it.
You could just see the look of I don't look happy.
No.
I do not look happy. I don't even look confident.
That's what's up, man. That's so much better than me having to clip that in, too.
Oh, yeah.
Booyah! They're getting better every day, 1%, baby.
But, like, if you, like, just keep scrolling down, because I want to show you what I'm talking about with the emo thing, or the e-boy phase that I had. Like, yeah. Hold on. Go up a little more.
Oh, we're there, huh?
Hold on. Go a little more.
Right here?
A little more. Just a little
more. Oh, my God, dude. You look like this kid I used to know.
Just a little more. It gets
worse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. This is funny.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
It's cool, though, because this is what you have to do in life, bro. I grew out my hair down to my shoulders when I was in high school. I then cut it and gave myself a mohawk and for picture day, and this fucking teacher's like, oh, you were a poser. So everyone goes through this shit, though, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
This dude cheated that hacky sack too, bro. He fucking didn't tell me he can use knees and shit, and then fucking
Yeah.
bust out knees. I mean, like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Use your foot. Which one do you want me to go to?
You might want to mute it. It is a little loud. But yeah. I just do random comedy stuff and TikTok videos.
There's nothing wrong with this. If this is who you were, the more power to you. You know what I mean? But you figured out that it wasn't, and so it's
Yeah.
good to be able to look at it though, because you have to go through these things to honestly find yourself.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna come out the gate knowing who they want to be and how they want to be. Like I sure as hell still don't know exactly who I want to be. I'm just finding myself through life. You know what I mean? And that's all you can do.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it like I said, it was a weird phase. Like I look back on it, and I'm telling you, I was not right in the head during that time in my life. I had gone to I had like 2 mental hospital visits.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. I was like in mental health classes and stuff, that type of bullshit.
I've been in a mental hospital before. Yeah, it's not cool. It definitely sucks.
Yeah, it literally feels like prison.
I mean, it is
The
pretty
way
much.
I
You're
mean,
locked in
because
there.
like it's like it wasn't even just a mental hospital. Like it was a correctional behavioral center. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of bad kids in there. Like I think the first time I went in, first or second time, it was either the first or second time, I don't remember. But one of those times, I remember ended up getting into a fight with a kid because he just got in my face just because I was like rapping a rap song. He was like, "Oh, you're not like that." I was like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" Like, I'm just singing lyrics to the song, and then
Yeah.
he just got in my face, and then a fight broke out. The people are prideful in there. Like, look at that right there.
That's pretty funny though, man. But this is what life's about. It's about growing and exploring and trying different things and finding out who you are. And
You gotta have those up. You gotta hit rock bottom. You gotta hit rock bottom.
it definitely changes your perspective.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It will allow you to see where you never want to go again. What I was looking up earlier is a book that I read when I was around 2 years younger than you, I think.
Yeah.
Was The Prince by Nikolai Machiavelli.
Uh-huh.
And it changed the way I looked at everything. Completely everything. I honestly love him as an author. He's up there on my on my list of favorites. And if you can check him out,
Okay, I mean I like reading books.
I think you will. I think anybody who wants to learn a little bit more about how much of a tool your brain can be, you need to check out this book, The Prince by Nikolai Machiavelli. It's a great one, people. So there was something I wanted to ask you about, and I did not write it down. And I cannot think about what it is now.
Was it like mental health related, clothing brand related,
No.
training related?
It was down the training route. Outside of all that, what do you fill your time with? Like, what do you find fun to do?
Like when I don't do any of this stuff?
Yeah. Like, what do you fill your time with? Like, to me, I love documentaries. All I do is outside of,
Oh, okay. I got a good answer for that then, yeah.
yeah. So it's just like what you spend your time, like, while you're doing your hoodies, you know what I mean? Me, I'm putting on a podcast in the background, or I'm watching a documentary in the background while I'm doing that. While I'm doing my laundry, while I'm in the shower, something's always playing, whether it's music, podcasts, documentaries. There's always something filling my time.
I mean, like, okay, so like, for example, let's say I'm making hoodies.
Yeah.
And it's a quiet room. I'll typically just literally just put on TikTok live, and in the background I'll have a podcast going with or maybe music going on. But typically, like, let's say TikTok aside, because even then I do, like, if I have nothing to do, I'll sit there and just make TikTok videos. Just TikTok videos, I'm always trying to make something to promote myself.
Yeah.
I am gonna be honest, it's really hard for me to just sit there and do nothing. But without any TikTok, no social media around me, no training, no hoodies, nobody else around me, just me on my free time, I really like to just sit down and watch UFC fights and fight studies. And I just sit there and I just watch podcasts. I'm always trying to gain more knowledge.
Have you ever thought about running for office? No, I'm joking. You have some good answers, bro. You would be a good politician. That's for sure. CYD Jose 2024.
Oh yeah.
Let's get him on the ballot, people.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I can't, like, for example, you know how, like, people like to go to concerts normally, or people like to go to the movies. Oh, this new TV show that came out, or hey, let's hop on the video game for like 3-4 hours. I can't do that. I can't. I feel like my brain's melting.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I enjoy some Age of Empires every once in a while. That's a strategy-based game
Yeah.
where you build like a civilization, you go attack another civilization. I enjoy that every once in a while. Like I like playing with people though. You know what I mean? Like I'll go and play some stuff like one by myself every once in a while. But if I can get him to play with me, I would play every freaking week.
I
You know
feel
what I mean?
like that's a little different though. Like if you have someone like me, if I'm free time completely and I'm like with my homie or some shit.
Well, I'll still have a podcast on too.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah, like,
know what I
but, like,
mean? Because there ain't much there. Like you can ask your father. I'm
Yeah.
always on something at work too. Like I'll try to. We either have music playing. You know, he got me. You know, I hope Robert or Michael don't ever see this because never mind. I ain't gonna say it. Let's just say we have our music that we put on that we love. You know, we're not doing anything bad actually. We put on our music. That's
Mhm.
it. But outside of that, like
You need background noise.
it's not even that. I just enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like
Okay, so you don't need it. You want it.
yeah, it's all part of the just absorbing knowledge. When I was a kid, I thought back to when I was young and what made me happy, and it was going to church and researching stuff.
Mhm.
And then the part of that researching stuff is then sharing it with people and
Yeah.
talking with people about it, discussing it, getting points of views that I really wouldn't think of or share with. You know what I mean? So it's to me, it's more of like it's what makes me happy. So, but so that kind of that's kind of how you can say you probably got the influencer part going about you. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
I said that
Oh,
in a
yeah.
weird way, people. Sorry, but um, so how does that look? Because that's an interesting. The most desirable job in the world is that right now amongst kids your age, and so creating that content consistently. How how do you manage that? Are you just recording yourself all the time, or like what do you do with that? Like, explain that a little bit.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
that's a whole.
definitely a lot you got to learn and keep up with. It's more so like consistency as well with that, and just putting yourself out there more, even if it's something that's commenting more, looking at content more. But like, I don't know, social media it's a weird black hole because if you know how to use it right, it is the greatest thing that can happen to you. If you don't know how to use it right, you will get sucked into that phone for hours and you won't be doing nothing with your life.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a black hole.
Mhm.
So you just got to know what you want to do. Like I have friends that are like, "Oh, I want to do social media," but then I just get on social media and I get distracted, and I'm like, and it's so mind warping, and I'm like, well, you just got to have the discipline. Like you got to be able to. Me, I can make my content, and like every time you see me on my phone, I'm trying to think of ideas. I'm trying to think of ways I can make more promotions, different collabs I can do. I'm constantly just like like if I'm scrolling through social media, it'll be quick because I'm trying to find audios that maybe go with what I'm watching or anything that can give me sparks and ideas. Typically, some people just lay down and just scroll. Oh, that's funny. Scroll. Okay. Scroll. Oh, what are you doing? And just hate comments or just commenting. Just shit like
yeah,
that.
I can see that a lot. Yeah.
So I don't want to get caught up in all that. So like, what I typically do is I also set my like, let's say I'm at the gym or just doing something random, or I just set my phone up and I'm just recording what I'm doing. And you'd be surprised just setting up and recording what you're doing with your life. And then you go back and look at videos and be like, oh, I can do so many different ideas with just this little bit of like content I recorded. Just this random piece of content I recorded just because I set my phone up.
Yeah.
Like you don't even need much. All my videos are made with a phone and a $20 phone stand off of Amazon and CapCut.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. That's all you need to get started. Obviously, over time in the years when you want higher quality, you can get better equipment, more expensive equipment. But realistically, you do not need that expensive equipment to blow up. That's typically what you do once you reach a higher caliber.
Yeah.
And then you also reach a higher level and you get a bigger following, more money, and then you start investing in even more expensive equipment so you get higher quality content.
Yeah.
But it's just all about being who you are, setting up and not being afraid to express that. And my thing is I've gotten so much better with talking on social media. Like I used to be so uncomfortable, like trying to record a video. Like whenever I used to do like, what's up everybody, CYD Jose here. Just letting you know, whatever,
Yeah.
When I first would do it, I'd make sure no one else was around me. Now there could be like 20 people around me doing their own thing and I'm bold with it. And it's
Yeah.
just about consistency as well, So yeah, with the social media thing, it also takes a lot of time out of my day as well. Like on top of everything I'm doing, because I edit my own videos, so like I can record like 30, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours of content, and I will sit there and edit it myself.
Yeah.
And I don't have no one that does my work for me. Like I do everything solely myself, but I'm happy with that because it gives me so much to do.
Yeah, no, it's not easy either. Yeah, doing even just what I do, it makes it so task worthy for sure. I have to set aside a lot of time to actually make the things better, and it's funny because each episode I get better and better at it too, and
Oh yeah,
and it may not get quicker. The quickness hasn't come yet, but I'm finding more things to do with it. I'm finding different ways to plug things in and stuff like that, and so it's definitely a journey. I have a huge learning curve too. So the difference between I guess me and you would be that you grew up with it, I didn't, and so that's what it
yeah,
hits. And then even the falling out of it makes it a lot more difficult too. But it's definitely still fun. It is, and so I can see why it would be desirable to do these things because it's just interesting, kind of finding what works and what doesn't. It's so crazy. I can post a steak video and I get like 800 views on it, and it's like, what the hell? I was just posting.
but all you have to do is post.
Yeah.
The most
I
dumbest
think it's
things
so
blow up.
funny. I think it's so funny though. Like I love like dude, this whole eating meat thing with me
Yeah.
it's definitely fun. It is, it's hard. It's definitely hard, but it's fun. It's interesting. Um and even being able to scroll back, like using social media as like a time capsule has always been the most interesting thing to me with people because I would have never guessed this was you. Even if I saw this and you didn't tell me, I couldn't have believed this was you.
Yeah, I don't look nothing like that.
No, no, not at all.
I don't even act nothing like that either anymore. Like,
It's a journey, man. It really is. It's pretty cool though, and it's interesting to see that, like, you know what I mean. Seeing time lapse of people over like extreme amounts of time. That's crazy. That's something that people have never been able to do in the past.
yeah, if you actually also go like on like my YouTube video, I have
Yeah.
videos that go back as far as 7 to 8 years ago.
Oh wow.
I've been doing this stuff for a while. Like I used to do like WWE videos, reaction videos. Like I used to do a lot of different things.
What is it?
You must, you're my little.
You're the bigger one, right?
Yeah,
The one in the green.
Yeah.
People.
yeah, that's my brother Nate right there.
Match, right?
It's so cringy, but so funny. Like all this is public, and I'm fine with everybody seeing my past. We'll do like WWE scripts.
Yeah, dude. I did this stuff when I was a kid too.
I
This
kind of
is
felt
super
bad
funny.
because we always did the scripts, and I was such a big brother that I never let him win a single match. He lost every single one we had because I was so prideful.
This is so funny.
It's so look at this part. Like,
Oh, sorry.
no, you're
I
good.
skipped forward.
But I'm just saying, it's
Look,
weird.
oh, he got you in a good little move right there. I don't know, bro. I don't know. You may have thought you won this. We might have to judge this out later on, folks. Look at he's pulling some moves on you, dude. Okay, no, you just got him. Crikey. This is so good. Oh, he's gonna DD stunner him. Oh, people. Oh, it's a reversal. Oh no, he DD stunnered him. Dude, this is awesome.
Dude, actually, you know which one?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can see
tell
it
you to go
over
to?
there. Okay.
Okay, so exit out this one real quick. Exit out this one real
Oh,
quick.
he's got him in its pin. All right.
So hold on, let me show you this one video. This one I kind of feel bad because he did get hurt pretty bad in this one, but we were like, it was for it. Go down a little more. It's gonna be beating up my little bro. Look how many views it got to, like when we were younger.
My first wrestling video.
1.8K.
Yeah, like go slowly. You might right there. Sorry, Nate. You know I love you.
We gotta get back. Hold on. Let's see how it really led up to it. Oh, so okay, got him in the move here, people. You're the one in the
How to
black.
move the mouse so it doesn't get
Oh,
in the
yeah.
way, yeah. We were trying not to laugh. That's a wooden couch, by the way.
That is so good.
Hey, I gotta give him props though. He was tough for that. He took that shit like a champ.
good.
I would have been pissed if that was me.
Yeah, no, that had to hurt, bro. That had to hurt really bad. That's hilarious,
Hey,
though.
he's
That
he's
is
getting
such
good though.
a
Like
good. That is epic, right there.
he's
people.
actually he wrestles right now. He's a senior now in high school, but he's wrestling. He's varsity. He's also gonna do MMA after high school as well.
Nice. You're
Yeah.
creating a good path for your brother, man, and that's important too.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's thicker than blood. You gotta remember that. You're gonna have your fallouts. You're gonna have your fights, but you gotta stick together in the
Yeah.
end. It's a very important thing. You fucked him up right there, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's so funny that you got it on video too. That's awesome.
Yeah, and there's go to my first ever YouTube video. My dad would laugh so hard at this one. There's this one where I'm like, Jose, yeah.
Where's it at?
The very first one, the very first
This
one,
one?
right there. Yeah, just listen to it. You'll hear me introduce myself. It's a little loud at first, but this loud sound goes away. It'll go. Just wait. Wait. Yeah, hold on.
I have a special guest today. Jose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically
Yeah, I mean that was really it that I was trying to show you, but yeah, there's a lot of dumb stuff you can find on here.
It's just funny seeing a journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is what you started out as. And,
I always wanted to do YouTube when I was little.
And now you're here. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. If you go to the first sparring session one, actually, you can see my coach fucking hit me with this leg kick and then fall straight on my ass.
I like the music. From that to this, people. These are the possibilities.
Right?
Takes dedication, inspiration, motivation. I like this, dude.
Yeah, my coach just lets me get that work in. So if you go back, pick the second one with my coach.
This
Right
one?
there. That one, he actually was like sparring with me. He
Yeah.
catches me a lot. Obviously, he has like 12, 13 years on me.
Yeah.
Light sparring with him, but like you'll find it. I think it's in like towards the beginning. See right there, he caught me with a punch. Slipping through. He almost hit me with that one too. I finally, for the first time, last time I sparred my coach, caught him with a good punch.
You need to put on headgear, bro.
We've never sparred with headgear at all. None of us do. It's actually really, it's a bad habit. That's more for boxers.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
So like, go
With him,
little-
you're safe, I guess.
It should be coming up in a bit. I'm trying to see. Right there, a little before that. He does like this leg kick, and I fall straight on my ass.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a tap from him, too.
Yeah, you know, he's good. He's a killer.
Flying Brian, bringing the heat.
That's what I like. I like going against people that are so much better than me.
It's good to train with those people, too, as well, because they can actually give you the true percent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, man. I would love to be there for your first one.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to announce it, like, big time. There's a lot of people that want to go to it.
All right. So, how do you feel after that? After those training sessions, just try to encapsulate that, because I know that if you could take that and put it in a pill form, you would fucking be rich. Because that's at least how I always felt afterwards.
I mean, there's different feelings you get from after it. I would say the first feeling is I feel proud of myself, you know, after doing all that. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to willingly go into a cage and want to get punched and kicked
No,
and submitted. It's not easy.
I don't want to do it.
But I mean, afterwards you feel proud of yourself. You feel good and amazing. Then the adrenaline wears off and you feel everything. And you're like, damn, I didn't realize I was hurt here. Like sometimes you won't feel certain pains till the next day.
Yeah.
So it's definitely it's a lot to handle. Like I've had harder sparring sessions with my coach. That coach right there as well. Like the
Yeah.
last one I had with him was pretty good. But I've gotten a lot better. Even like from this video right here of me sparring, like I'm looking at some things that I've already fixed, and I'm just like, ugh,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm not gonna be posting any new recent sparring stuff just because I don't want my future fight opponent to have any study on me. Because
Yeah.
I'm getting
No,
better and better. Like
that's
I
the smarter thing
just
to
from
do.
this video right here, I've improved a lot,
Yeah.
drastically actually. Like when I say like lately, I've been like busting my ass off for this. I've been busting my ass off. So yeah, I'll probably post like pictures and stuff with coaches. But besides that, you won't really find anything recent until my fight.
Yeah, and that's probably the smart way to go about it. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, I don't want them to know what I'm bringing. You know.
No, not at all. That's definitely the smart way to go about it for sure. Um, let's go ahead. We'll wrap this one up right now, and then we'll be back in just a minute. Obviously, it'll be a week for everyone out there. Let's go ahead and tell them about your socials and everything, where they can find you.
Oh yeah, so just you can find me at CYD Jose for Instagram, TikTok, and X, which used to be Twitter. Once again, because a lot of people still don't know that. And you can find me on Facebook as Jose Quintanilla, and then on YouTube as well, CYD Jose.
Alrighty, and as always, this will be on Rumble every Monday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can also find me on Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. It's X, Instagram, and now TikTok. You will probably see some teasers on this video. Just be sure to check us out, follow, and enabling notifications on Rumble. I will always choose them first due to free speech. I think you should as well.
Yeah.
Everyone has a voice and deserves to get it out there.
Correct.
As always, thank you for joining us for another episode of The Sound of Sosa, and we hope to see you back here next week.